Peace to the tribe. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. I love you guys so much. I have so much to share with you guys today. Okay. First off, I hope everyone is doing well. It it is here. It is here. We have arrived. Okay, the time is now, and I mean this energy is to be felt. Okay. So there is a huge shift that has already taken place. Okay. The energy is already here. Okay. It's in the atmosphere. All right. We got, you know, plantations burning down, right? We have weather anomalies happening. We have energy shifts. We have, certain hierarchies falling, right? We have the rise of the collective consciousness. We have people who are talking about they're feeling certain ways, feeling uplifted, powers being activated. I mean, what a time to be alive. And I say this because it's like we are going to higher heights. We are going to places we haven't been before. We are discovering things that have been with us, within us for years, but it's like this sense of rediscovery. Okay. Now here is story time. Here we go. All right. Um, I was driving by the Golden Gate Bridge last night, and I went to this area I never been before, around this mountain, on top of this mountain, where I could see the most beautiful view of the Golden Gate Bridge that I never even knew was there. Okay. I got lost, but I wasn't really lost. It's like we got lost to find ourselves, right? In a sense, that's what happened. So I'm just like, wow, this is so beautiful. But before I even get to that point, I'm driving. Mind you, it's like 12 a.m., right? It's black, pitch black. Okay. I'm coming from Richmond, right, which is in the East Bay. So I have to cross the Richmond Bridge. As soon as I'm crossing the Richmond Bridge, I just get this eerie feeling, right? And I'm first off, I lived in the Bay all my life. I crossed these bridges a million, bajillion, gazillion times, right? It's nothing, right? And speaking of bridges, we just had that whole, the Brooklyn Bridge getting hit with the ships. If y'all have not watched my video, it's like all of these predictions are happening in real time right now. But let's rewind it. So I'm crossing the bridge. As soon as I'm crossing the bridge, it feels like I enter in a portal. It feels like I'm going into a tunnel. It just feels, and I'm like, why do I feel this way? I've crossed this bridge 1,000 times. I should not be feeling this eerie, scary feeling. So I calm myself down. I'm doing some deep breathing, right? Just to center myself, calm myself down, because it's just pitch black. It literally feels like I'm floating in the universe, right? So I'm like, okay, let me chill out. Let me chill out. I'm overreacting. I'm overthinking, right? But I feel just this energy, right? So I finally get to the Golden Gate Bridge. This is about a 30-minute drive. And as I'm coming up this mountain, I just get this, my stomach drops, just this eerie feeling. I'm like, okay, this is the whole Pacific Ocean energy that I'm feeling, right? It just feels very undescribable. It just feels very eerie. I could feel my root chakra going off. I could feel like this fire going through my body, and I'm like, okay, I'm just tripping. Like, let me calm down. Let me relax. It felt like Kundalini activations, D-Day activations. I'm like, okay, let me just center myself, right? So I'm driving across the bridge, and as I'm driving across the bridge, I finally crossed the bridge. I'm just like, this is just a beautiful bridge. Like this Golden Gate Bridge is just, very monumental. It connects the bay to the ocean. And it's just, I'm just admiring everything and just taking everything in. Right. So I get across the bridge. I'm driving. Um, and I see something in front of me. I see a car. I see flickering lights. Now I'm paying attention, but I'm like kind of not. Like I'm driving, I see it. I'm like, okay, I'm still driving. I'm getting closer. These lights are getting closer. And as they're getting closer to it, it's kind of veering off to the side. I'm like, okay, this is a car pulled off to the side on the freeway. Okay. All right. I get closer to it. It's a car right here, another car in front of it. They crashed. This car is turned directly in front of me, right? I have like 0 seconds to respond, right? So I swerve over, I thank goodness it was no car on the side of me because I'm in the fast lane, right? And I'm just like, okay, I could see how they crashed because it's pitch black. Like I said, it was so dark, right? As I'm driving, I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, that's gonna be a pile up crash, right? Because I had 0 seconds to respond, right? They're in the fast lane, it's pitch black. All they got is these lights on, right? You in the fast lane doing 80, right? Doing 90 on the freeway, right? And to each his own. Maybe I should have been driving slower, whatever, but I'm like, somebody gonna end up hitting this car, right? It's just two cars, this car and the other car is facing directly towards you in the driver's lane, right? So I swerve over again. I'm like, dang, somebody's gonna end up getting hurt. Make a long story short, I'm turning back around, getting on the freeway, going the other way. As I'm coming back, pile up, right? Pile up, ambulance, police everywhere. And I'm just like, I'm shaking my head because it's like, I already knew that was going to happen, right? I knew it was going to be a crash, but I am so heavily protected, like divinely protected, divinely guided, that I was not harmed, right? So I'm just seeing this and I'm just like, I'm just shaking my head like, damn, like I feel so sorry. As I'm passing by, I just feel this over sensing, like overwhelming sense of sadness. And as I'm looking, I could see blood all over a person's windshield. And I'm just like, all right, I just say a prayer, send my condolences. I see people on the side of the freeway, they're crying. So I'm already knowing somebody done lost their life. Um, and I'm just like in awe. Um, I come back home. I think nothing of it. I go to sleep. I wake up and it's just this restored energy, right? I just feel really good. So I'm like, okay, this is, it's a new day, but it's playing over in my head. And I'm like, why did I feel that way? Crossing that bridge. Why did I feel this energy last night? This energy was so heavy that it just kept kind of playing over in my mind. And I just kind of got like this rise of Tiamat energy. And I'm like, okay, like this inner dwelling of this mother, daughter, earth, universal energy. And I've been picking up on this energy since last year. I've done a couple of readings on it. I posted them in my post on a community post for you guys to check out because yesterday it was just kind of like trippy. It felt like I was going through like a time warp or like a portal, right? So I'm just still dwelling on that energy. Like, why did I feel that way? Why did I feel that way? So my ears was ringing all day yesterday, high pitch, right? So as I'm thinking about it, spirit's like, go into a meditation. I'm like, okay, so let me go into a meditation. So I go into a meditation for this energy because it just was so heavy on my heart. And it just, like, soon as I went into the meditation, I seen like a fog of energy, like a big ass smoke of energy. And this was like underneath the earth, right? This is something that was brewing underneath the earth. And it was like pushing out. Like, it's so hard to explain, but it's almost like when aquatic animals push out dirt underneath the water and you get like this cloud of smoke, right? It looks like that. And then it also was like this ray of energy coming up. And I'm like, okay, very interesting. So it's like some unseen energy that is being activated underneath the grid, underneath the earth, underneath the ocean floor, right? And I believe it's from all of these solar flares, CMEs, the Schumann resonance going off, just all type of different activations, right? Because if we're being activated, the earth is being activated as well, right? So I'm like, okay. Then then it turns from that. It was like layers. Like, it was so many layers that I could see underneath, like, the ocean. It was like kind of tripping me out. But spirit had me like in the earth's core, and then it was pushing out this energy. Then it went to like the, I want to say, like, ground energy, um like underneath the ocean, but it's not a part of the core. And then I could see like this energy being shot from that, right? And it was like this dragon energy, 1111, shooting out like this beam of light, this ray of light. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, okay. um then after that, it was like the energy was settling. It was a lot of things happening in the background, in the spiritual realm, that we can't see, but spirit and divine is moving things. And I seen the divine have like this straight line, and then it like shoved it into the earth, like this energy staff, like this. It was just like this straight line of energy, and it just pushed it down into the ground. And then as the divine was pushing this energy into the ground, I seen an arrow pointing up. And I'm just like, okay, all of this energy that the earth is absorbing is about to be released. There's going to be a huge release, right? Because we've been absorbing a lot of energy, right? From the sun, from releasing things, just from shifts, right? And everything is shifting and changing. But as we get ready to receive, we also have to release things. And as things are being released, we also get ready to receive. As above, so below, as within, so without, right? Okay. Um, then, oh my goodness. Then I seen like this, the best way that I can describe it is like a bullseye. It was like these like plates. I want to say tectonic plates, but it also kind of looked like the universe, right? So that's like multi layers, but it was like this plate. And then on top of this plate was this ball, and this ball was rotating and wobbling, right? And as it was rotating and wobbling, the plates were moving, right? So that gave me like some seismic size. seismic activity, like earthquake energy. And it was so trippy because as I was doing the meditation, I felt my whole body moving as it was moving, right? So this is not only like earthquakes happening, but this is also like the universe being shooken up, right? So the universe is being affected by this as well, right? Like I said, we just had that tornado, right? Volcanoes, storms, hurricanes, floods, just all type of different things happening. And it really gives me a sense like the ancestors are here. Like I said, that plantation being burned down, the Mexico Navy SEAL ship hitting the Brooklyn Bridge, right? They're putting up these monuments to um show gratitude for, black divine feminine energy. It's like something is here, something is coming here, something is being arisen, something is being remembered, something is being awoken and activated right now, right? I'm getting chills as I'm talking about this because this energy has been so heavy on me. I'm seeing black stuff over here. It's like energy. um and I just got the chills. Yeah. Yeah, like our spirit guides are here. Um our ancestors are here, our angels are here, the divine is here, right? In all essence, in all aspects, right? Um then after I seen like that wobbling energy, I seen like this kundalini conducis energy going up. And they gave me a sense of like people coming together, us coming together, you coming together with yourself, right? In all ways, in multiple layers. Um, this is a multi-dimensional like message. Okay. This isn't just for one thing, right? So that was like love with ourselves, the divine feminine, divine masculine coming together within you and outside, right? That twin flame, DNA activations being activated, and the earth grid being awoke, being activated, right? At first, it was divine feminine energy coming to realization of itself, right? And awaking, right? Because it's levels, right? And then now it is being activated, right? And with activation comes this spark, comes this fire, comes this ignition, igniting this flame, right? Um, and then I seen a volcano erupting. And when I seen that, I opened up my eyes and I was like, and then I heard spirit say, it is a dormant volcano that is underneath the Pacific Ocean that is being activated and is active, right? And it is going to go off, right? End of summer. I don't know if that's going to be this year, next year, 10 years. I don't know. But that's what I heard. And I'm like, okay, right? So the energy that I was feeling was the Pacific, that Mammy waters, that just primordial water energy. I felt it so heavy. And like I said, I've been in the Bay Area all my life and I never felt this eerie feeling by that Golden Gate and with that Pacific Ocean, right? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's like things collapsing. Things are already collapsing. We're seeing economic structures collapse, but I don't know if this is like a physical collapsing of the bridge. I don't know, right? I don't know what's going to happen, but um I'm getting a sense of like this volcano is going to activate the tectonic plates, is going to activate um earthquakes, the ring of fire, right? And it just makes me think of Mu, right? Lemuria, Hawaii, right? Because all of that is a dormant volcano that is being activated right now. These are just like channeled messages that are coming through. Um, but after I did that, I just was, strolling. Y'all know how the algorithm be. Y'all know how spirit work. I was watching this video, and somebody was talking about, yeah, did you guys see the black eggs under the Pacific Ocean? And I'm like, what? Black eggs underneath the Pacific Ocean? Like, I didn't hear about that. And so I immediately did research, and lo and behold, you know, they discovered some black eggs. They were calling them alien eggs at the bottom of the ocean that was being kept warmed by an active volcano. And this blew my mind. It blew my mind. Because I'm like, wow, why isn't that major news? But I guess they don't want people in panic. I'm getting the chills again. Um, but you already know what time it is, right? We get prepared, right? We are all for enlightenment. We don't do no fear mongering around here. But I just thought that was pretty interesting. I just keep getting chills, and it is not cold. It's like 80 degrees right now. But this is just like my spirit team really wanted me to inform you guys that there are going to be major things that are taking place, and we are divinely protected and divinely covered, but just to stay ready at all times. And there's going to be major shifts, and there's really nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, because as things are being activated, is that as above, so below, as within, so without, right? So if the earth is being activated, then we are being activated. And this is a time of revelation. This is a time of celebration. This is a time of victory for us. This is justice for the ancestors, right? This is something that um, happens during a rebirth within a collective, okay? Um, so just get ready to embrace new waters, new information, new intuition, new gifts, new insight as the divine mother is rising in power. Um, Daughter Earth, Mother Universe rising in power. Okay, there's going to be a lot of things that take place during this summer. Um, just go within and listen to your intuition. Our intuition will be heightened. They're already being heightened. Our gifts are already being heightened at this time. Do not fear. Okay. I also kind of I keep getting like this black pearl energy, this black pearl, right? Those eggs, that black pearl, connected to like the dragon, right? The abyss, the creatures of the abyss, right? So this is a time where we detox. We're supposed to be detoxing, getting cleansed, that the sun is going to purge us as it does every year, but this purge will be different, right? And when I say purging, I mean like sweating, right? The sun purges us because it purifies and it cleanses. Fire purifies and it cleanses. So there's going to be a lot of purging that happens. So I suggest people detox. Um, I'm hearing abstain, remain abstinent, remain confident, remain elevated, remain in high vibrational energy, as there is an energy that is being activated that's going to transform and terraform everything right now. Um, it was something else that I had wrote. Yeah. That's and we're going to start to see more aquatic things happening. Watch the waters, right? Watch the bridges, watch the sky, watch the weather, watch as the ancestors are making their presence known in all ways and all forms. Watch the sky, get outside and just watch and listen to spirit, to the most high. Okay. Um, okay. Spirit said that's it. All right. So yeah, it's because things are shifting in a major way. And it's all for the good, it's all for the better. And like I said, this isn't a fear mongering type of thing, it is just the energy, right? Things are going to be rising, and as things rise, things are falling, right? We are going to be made more aware of our gifts and more aware of our powers as things crumble on the 3D plane. Our spirits are ascending in the 5D and beyond, and we are already at peace, at one. I'm seeing red and blue. Yeah, these the red and blue star Kachina, right? These are prophecies that are being fulfilled as things are falling, and there is nothing to fear. This is what you guys incarnated here for. Okay, we incarnated at this time for this specific alignment, this to be the new royal rulers and leaders of this generation, because a lot of people are lost in the 3D realm. Okay. Meanwhile, we're trying to elevate and shine our light and get people to remember and wake them up and heal ourselves, right? So we've been appointed a mission, and it was for this time. And the time is now. It's all happening now. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that. I love y'all so much. Um, Stay hydrated. Ways y'all could detox: chlorophyll, black walnut husk, wormwood, mugwort, sea moss, soursop, cerasee, and whatever else you feel called to do. All right. Um, if y'all want to go in a little further, y'all could book consultations, book readings, book sessions with me, and we can kind of deep dive into this. But it's so many layers here, and there's about to be a great revealing and a great unveiling of who we are as things terraform. Okay, you guys. So I love y'all, and I catch y'all on the next one. Peace.